People, hello, how are we? Hopefully we are all doing well. I'm Tom. Fury has officially activated the rematch clause. There will be, as we understand it, Fury Usyk 2. Now it's aimed for October, and let's talk about the date first and foremost. That's soon. That's very soon. Now, neither of them are spring chickens. They're going to want their time to recover, recuperate, and even under normal circumstances, a fight of that magnitude, having, 4 months, got June, July, August, September, it'll be in October, a 4-month layover. I don't know about that. A 4-month, 4-month layover for a fight of that magnitude, I'm not so sure on. You then take into account, that was a brutal fight for both Usyk and Fury. Make no mistake. I don't think, whilst I don't think Usyk had a broken jaw and was rushed to hospital, that was a grueling fight for him. And he's going to want time to recover. Then you check into the fact that fight was supposed to take place, it should have taken place years ago, but it was supposed to take place in December. Then it gets pushed back to February. Then it gets pushed back to May. As Usyk said in his post-fight press conference, and Fury will be the same, mind you, they've been in camp for nearly a year. They've been in camp since September. They're not going to want to take 6-7 weeks off and then go straight back into camp to run it back. Now, they might have to, contractually, for the belts. If they want to have any more fights afterwards, the career-wise, they're not spring chickens. But I think it's likely to be later than October. Maybe Christmas time. And I know you might be thinking, well, 7 weeks is long enough. But when you put yourself for a training camp of that magnitude, a 6-7 week break, you're going to want more than that. Now, the date aside, assuming it happens in October, let's talk about it. Firstly, let's look at the first fight and how that went. The right man won, and I, like many others, sat there and looked at the result before it was announced and thought, Usyk's won this fight. Usyk's beaten Fury. But Fury's going to get the nod. It's going to go Fury's way. For the AJ Fury fight, Fury seems to get the rub of the green every single time. The refs, just a number of reasons, right? I was thinking Fury's going to get the decision here, or a draw. But he didn't. And the right man won. Good. Now, like I said, I can sit here all day, or I predicted it, whatever, that no one cares, right? The fight was a good fight. And I was worried it was going to be a fight where they both come out too tentative, too afraid to lose, and they sit there and they don't really go for it. But it wasn't that. It wasn't that, was it? Thankfully, I'm really happy it wasn't that. And we got to see a masterful display of boxing. I think that was one of his best fights ever. Phenomenal. Usyk, I think I've seen him perform better, but he put in a hell of a performance, especially that last third of the fight. Phenomenal. From sort of 7 going into 7 going into 8 onward. Wow, what a performance. And looking at that fight, the knockdown, the passion, even the showboating from Fury, a lot of people giving Fury shit for that. Fury put a hell of a performance, a hell of a fight. And do you know what? I don't even mind the showboating. I said to my brother as I was watching it, I don't mind the showboating. You can showboat all you want, but you're still losing the fight. I saw him showboat on 1 and 2 and said, look, you can showboat all you like, but you lost that round. But I don't mind the showboating. It's entertaining to watch. It's good to see. It makes for some nice photos. So yeah, I will see that again. I'll see that 3, 4, 5 times. That was a phenomenal fight. I'm happy to see it again. Can Fury win the rematch? Absolutely. I think we learned from that first fight. Fury can beat Usyk. Fury can beat Usyk. But he needs to get a lot of things right. And Usyk needs to get a lot of things wrong. We saw, a little bit of 3. I gave 3 to Usyk. I know a lot of people didn't. My brother said Usyk got scored in the third. Fair enough. I suppose it depends how you see things. I gave 3 to Usyk. 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7. But certainly 4, 5, 6, they were Fury's round through and through. Now, if you give Fury 2 and you give Fury 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you're giving Fury 6 rounds. You give Usyk the other 6 plus the knockdown. What's that? 114, 113, whatever it is, to in favour of Usyk. For that reason, I think he won regardless. You have to give like another swing round. You have to give like 12 to Fury for it to be. And even if you give 12 to Fury, which I think was Usyk's round, but it was close, you're still calling it a draw. So in very best, a draw for Fury. I think, what was it, 115, 112? I'd say that's fair. 115, 113. But that was a fight that I think Fury, especially again, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a little bit of 7, a little bit of 3. Fury was pretty much perfect, and Usyk got a lot wrong. And you could see that Fury was comfortable. Fury was having his way in there. So Fury can beat Usyk. I mean, we've seen that. But then, you can go, oh, but it's only because of the cut, whatever you want. However you want to spin it, Usyk's come back into the fight. And, oh, only because of the cut, whatever it is. Usyk, we know fights like that. He comes in later on, and he fought the fight so that Fury got cut. He did that. Fury got hurt. Fury got injured, and that was because of Usyk. And that's what makes it so intriguing, I think, is can he do that again? But if Fury has another perfect fight, Usyk is a bit worse than what he was. Fury can win that. So can Fury win the rematch? Absolutely. He needs to get everything perfect, a better game plan, sort his corner out, have one person. If you want Andy Lee there as well, chirping in a little bit. Okay, John Fury's got to go. Let's get rid of John Fury right early. Sugar, you'd have Sugar on his own. But if you want Andy Lee there as well, okay. We saw the same thing with AJ. You can't have that, but whatever. And get your tactics and game plan right. And hope that Usyk has a fucking terrible day. Hope that Father Time catches up with Usyk a bit more. Usyk gets a bit worse, a bit more ring rust, a bit more cobwebs, and he's not quite as good. And then it's your fight. Anything less than that, you're not having it. And I think that's the thing. Can Usyk win the rematch? Of course he can. We've seen him win the first one. Of course he can win the rematch. I think going into this fight, if he has the rematch, do I want him to? Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I want Usyk to retire. It's a perfect end to a perfect career, Cinderella story. And he's getting a bit old. He's getting a bit, you know what I mean? If he loses the rematch, you don't want it, because then suddenly Fury's looking great, like cementing his name and all this, and you don't really want that. So I'd rather him retire. But if he's going to and he goes to win, can he win the rematch? Yeah. I don't want him to take it, but of course he can. And how does he do that? More of the same, but earlier on. Don't let Fury get into the swing of things. Don't let Fury feel comfortable. Don't let Fury land these punches, because that's what's going to get him in the fight. And if I'm Usyk, I'm going in there, same tactics, same game plan, but better. But do it earlier. I'm trying to shut him down. I'm hoping Fury doesn't have as good a fight as he did in the first one, because he looked switched on. I do that again. I'd talk to the ref before and go, look, let's not start having people jumping in when you should be jumping in, or whatever it is. By the way, I do not think that fight should have been stopped. A fight of that magnitude, I think Eddie Hearn said it to Tony Bellew, a fight of that magnitude, if you're Fury, if it was you in there instead of Fury, and that ref stops you, you're livid. When you didn't even touch the canvas, you're livid. I don't think that should have been stopped. A fight, and I'm one of the main people here who will shit on Fury when I think I should shit on Fury. I've said it before, I think the Otto Ireland fight, I think that should have been stopped. The fact that wasn't stopped is a joke. Any other fighter in any other fight, that gets stopped. For some reason, Fury's didn't. I think he should have lost that fight. The John McDermott fight, I think he should have lost that fight. There's been time and time again, I think the Wilder fight where he got off the canvas, I think that should have been waved off. But this time, that should not be. The ref should not have got on Usyk's way. He definitely shouldn't have got on Usyk's way. And I think he potentially, if he was going to jump in, could have done it earlier when the ropes were saving him a bit. But the fact of the matter is, he jumped in at the right time. The ropes were holding Fury up, so it was a knockdown. He's jumped in, he's given him a count, and he let him fight on. That's fine. I've got no grimes with that at all. The only thing I don't like is he was stepping in Usyk's way. That should not have been stopped. A fight of that magnitude in that event, when he hasn't even touched the canvas, should not have been called off. Now, I also think if it had been called off, people would have been saying, oh, Fury was winning from the fight. Because I think at that point he was winning the fight. Fury was winning the fight at that point, I think. I had it like sort of end of 11, end of 10 where he started to take the lead. So at that point he was winning the fight. So I'm glad it wasn't. In the rematch, Usyk needs to be better. Because I think Fury will be better. And Fury will change his tactics. He'll come out quicker and earlier. Because he lost round 1 and 2. He did. And he's not going to want to do that. Because if he won round 1 and 2, he could have easily got the decision. So he's going to come out earlier, quicker, put the pressure on him, steal those rounds, and then do the same as he did last time. Without if he gets 1 and 2 and doesn't get knocked down, he wins that fight. But he didn't get 1 and 2 and he got knocked down. So if we can fix those in the rematch, bang, there we are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's a good fight. Will it happen in October? I don't think so. And the other side to it is, if Usyk turns around and just retires, nah, I'm good, see you later, I retire. Well, who can blame him? And then what? That's where I'm going to leave this, people. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. I genuinely really like getting a conversation going and seeing your point of view. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. People, you know how YouTube works. Peace.